Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Priyanka. So sorry for joining late. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How is your Sunday going so far?
Yeah, Sunday is going pretty well, I can say. I am working on my to-do list and I'm happy about that.
Have you completed at least one of it?
Sorry?
Have you completed at least one of it? Your to-do list.
Yes, I'm left with so many tasks still, but yeah, just going with the flow.
Oh, so this to-do list is a weekly thing or is it just for today?
I plan every day. Before going to bed, I just plan my day, next day. Like what are the things I supposed to be doing? That's all.
All right, great. Very organized person. Glad to meet you.
Thank you very much.
All right, great. So I think my your first session with me, is it your first session on English Yari?
Yeah, this is my very first session.
All right. So can you introduce yourself to me and then we'll move on with the session?
All right. So, as you know, my name is Priyanka Kushwah, and I'm connecting to you from Madhya Pradesh. If I talk about my education, so I'm in my master's, second year of MBA, with the specialization of marketing and finance. And as well as I'm running my YouTube channel, which is all about spoken English conversation. I connect with co learners and good speakers. When it comes to my hobbies, I like to read books, self help books, and dancing is also one of my hobbies. So that's all about me, and I would love to know about you as well.
All right. Great. So you dance. Is it classical dance?
Yeah, I can say I'm more into Zumba dance plus exercise.
Zumba is a dance?
I
Exercise is
mean,
it?
both. It's a mixture of both, I can say.
All right, great. All right. Thank you for that introduction, Priyanka. Good to know you're in finance and that too MBA. It's must be crunching numbers. You comfortable with it?
Yes, actually, I don't like numbers much, but still, I'm more into marketing, so I
Ah,
like that.
all right. Okay, great. Okay, so let me quickly introduce myself and we'll move on. My name
Yeah.
is Hazel. I've been teaching English language and literature for 20 years, and I've gathered a lot of tips with which I can help you overcome your hurdles as you are learning English as a spoken language. And I'm a mother of two children. Currently, I reside in my hometown, which is in Kerala. I've got lots of hobbies. I'm a painter. I do acrylic and oil on canvas, fabric and glass painting as well. I'm also into clay modeling. I am an avid reader and I am also a writer. I compose poems. Currently, I'm working on a collection of short stories and a novel. I'm also a musician. I play three instruments and I sing as well. So that's all about me. Right.
Wow, great.
Thank
There's so
you.
much.
All right. So is there any, have you identified your issues with English? I mean, where are you facing issue? What problems have you self-identified it?
Well, so far, I have been taking classes for almost 2.5 years. I connect with co-learners and good speakers on my channel. So now I think it's high time to work upon the professional English because as I will be entering in the corporate world, so I should know like how to interact with clients and how to just present yourself very organized manner. So that's how I'm just here to upskill my English.
All right. So advanced vocabulary and business English.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Basically, advanced English, and if you can, you start using complex. I was listening to you. So complex sentence structures and advanced vocabulary should help you land in your destination. So, do you have a reading habit, Priyanka?
Basically, I read self-help book, Atomic Habits, and I'm very much into spiritual content. I like to read about it and how life and how is everything. Like just I love it. Other
Oh,
than that, would you mind suggesting like what I can learn?
I'm going to put the name of the books in the chat box. You can take a screenshot and also read it out as I am typing it.
Yeah, 10 minutes for reading every
Mm.
day pages. Rushkin Bond.
Ruskin Bond.
All right. And which book? He's the author, right?
Yes, any of his books.
Sri Rabindranath Tagore. All right.
All right. Now, here, if you were a beginner, I would suggest Sudha Murthy also, which language is simple, it is story based, and no stress on the entire content. So it'll be easy. However, since you are looking for pushing yourself or
Yeah.
upskilling yourself, we better start with a little bit serious writers. Ruskin Bond, Tagore, and Kushwant Singh's language is absolutely impeccable, flawless. It is complex. They use most of complex sentences, and they use very advanced words also. And not
All
only
right.
that, they use common words in uncommon situations, and you'll be surprised how a simple word can be used in unusual ways as well. So, 2 pages of reading every day. For me, 2 pages, one side, the other side is 1 page, the other one is this side and this side. That's 2 pages for 10 minutes. Take your time and
All
just read.
right. All right. For sure. I'll definitely do it.
This is 10 minutes of 2 pages of reading. It'll be a story. They have also written novels as well, but start with stories if you can.
Yeah.
Stories always tend to, whether it's a novel or a short story, it tends to relax your mind by 68%. This is scientifically proven as well. So what you do basically is when you're reading, your mind is relaxed and you're not
Yeah.
taxing your brain for something. Like when you're reading self-help books, biography, general knowledge books, you are looking for the content and you're not focusing on structure of sentences or the vocabulary. You want to know information, so your brain is doing some other job and not focusing on something like the structures, vocabulary, or delivery of sentences, etc.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
yes, when you're reading a story, all that you know or want to know is the end, what happens in the end. So you will hang on to each and every line in the sentence and the story. Now, here, what is happening is when you and your mind and your brain is relaxed, automatically your brain will do its job. Sentence structuring will come easily to you. Now, in these cases, it's going to be complex sentence structures, right? And
All right.
you will definitely learn at least 2 to 3 new words. Check out the meaning of the words and try to use them in your daily conversation. All right, check out the meaning of the word and try to use it in your daily conversation. I'll tell you how to do that later,
Yeah.
but just try doing this. This is a 10-minute exercise. Another one I have is 15 minutes of listening to a podcast. Now, why are we doing this? Go to YouTube. You can click out bedtime stories. Just listen to it 15 minutes. Now, what are we doing here? What we're doing here is we are giving auditory training to our ears, where our ears are accepting new sounds and pronunciations. Is that all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, you're also reinforcing sentence structuring when you're listening to good English being spoken. It's a bedtime story and it's for children, so basically, not much of errors would.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is something you can do. This takes 25 minutes with a buffer of 5 minutes, half an hour. You can carry the book with you to work or keep it on you wherever you are. You can spend 10 to 10 minutes and 15 minutes of podcast. You can do it anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not
Exactly.
it's not a burden. All right, so it will de-stress you also. It's good.
Exactly.
All right. So this is what I have as a tip, and it's been proven to be successful because I've taken demo for people 2.5 months ago. When I meet them 1.5 months later or 2 months later, I see the level of confidence that has increased when they're doing this 30 minutes. And it's so easy. Even a working professional working for 14 hours can spend half an hour for this and they do not find it cumbersome. Do you get it? They use
Yes.
it and they're
Exactly.
able to do it. All right. So, is there any doubt that you have regarding English?
Basically what I do on a daily basis, I try to read and I listen as well. I listen at least 1 hour of any podcast, especially I follow Beer Biceps friend me sir. I listen his podcast at present. I listen Sudha Murthy as well. So that just because I have been doing it for a while now, but still I mean now it's high time to work on especially the fluency, I believe. So for
Mm.
that, any suggestions, ma'am?
This is what I suggested. Please follow that.
All right.
It's going to be, because I told you, you're not, if you were a beginner, I would only put in Sudhamurthy. But I've taken that name out because you're an advanced learner. Please follow this. Trust me, it's going to make a lot of difference. It doesn't look very magical. It doesn't look fantastical to you. It doesn't look as if, I'm going to wave a wand over your head and make you speak, the British English day after tomorrow morning. It's not happening. It will take time. So this is
Sure.
slow development and progress. That is what my suggestion is. You start by, and if you're listening to another listener, and that too an Indian listener, I do not know how far it's going to be helping you, but if you feel you need to push yourself further, stick to the real thing. I mean, like that, you are connecting with a book. That is totally
Mhm.
different. Yeah. Another error that one learner did was to download the PDF and look and learn. I have no clue what happened there. But when they reported back, what I do is, when you come to my class, I request you to please narrate the story to me. Now, listening or reading the story is one thing, but narrating the story is another ball game.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are you doing here? How is the story connected to your presentations or your upskilling your language? Well, what if you are a master in your subject, no doubt. But what if a feedback question or a follow up question comes, or if you have to meet a team of unknown people? You cannot just talk about your subject directly. You might have to, indulge in small talk, in certain icebreakers. So this story narration will give you the confidence, will give you those new words and how it can be used in a different situation. That is where it's going to help you and equip you.
Exactly.
All right. So
Yeah.
can you open the session doc?
Yeah. Just a moment. Yes.
Priyanka, can you tell me what you understand by personality?
Personality. Okay. Well, I believe it's the personality. Everyone have different kind of personality because on the behalf of their behavior and how they present themselves in front of public. So everyone have their own kind of nature, or I can say personality traits in general. So that's how I would like to define personality.
Personality is the characteristics and qualities of a person. Like, for example, if I said Priyanka is selfless, kind, sensitive, caring person, then I am talking about your characteristics. If I said Priyanka was an honest, punctual, organized person, I'm talking about your qualities. Now, these
Yeah.
are things that is inside of you. It'll be there at the age of 4, 6, 60, 90, 120, how many ever years, because that is you. That is the real you. There might be variations of your characteristics or qualities due to certain situations, but the real you is this, and that is the personality. It's got nothing to do with your grooming, the way you look, the way you dress, your bank balance, your designation. Absolutely not. It is the inner you that is uh, reflecting the personality. All right.
All
So, based on that, we're going to read something on Colorful World of Personalities
right. Okay.
on page
So
number 2 at the bottom of the
it's
page.
very small. Let me read it in my
You
phone.
can zoom it. There is a plus and minus sign. Click on the plus sign, it zooms.
Okay. So I have to read this inspiring story, is it?
Yes.
You know, in a world full of people, we encounter different type of individuals with unique personalities. Some are outgoing, some are friendly, maybe few are always cheerful, others are quiet and shy, many are creative or artistic and see the world around them with curiosity. Some are organized and responsible, but I like the ones who smile.
What do you understand by curiosity?
Curiosity means who is very curious and about new exposure in life. I can say some always ready to learn something new.
Okay. Always ready to learn something new is correct. Someone with eagerness, inquisitiveness to know about something or the other. What is encounter?
We encounter, I mean, we come across uh, we encounter many people, so we come across with different kind of traits, I believe.
Meeting up with someone or somebody. For example, I encountered a couple of friends from school at the shopping mall. It can be
Sure.
positive and it can be negative. The police encountered the thief in the marketplace. So that is a negative. Can't be good, actually. What do you understand by outgoing?
Outgoing, who is very much into, like going out with friends, with family, just, exploring new places, I believe.
Outgoing is a person who is not afraid to approach anyone, anytime, anywhere. Like they do not mind talking to an unknown person. They do not mind starting up or kick-starting a conversation, even if the person is not known to them. And they approach people. They are also approachable.
All
Okay.
right, they are very approachable.
Yes.
Is it same as optimistic person?
No. No.
May I know what's the difference?
Optimism. What is optimism according to you?
It means who always see the positive side of things, and
How is
yeah,
how is seeing the positive side of something the same as approaching and talking to someone?
yeah, it's different game. Yeah.
Ah, got it. But I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you. Can you give me one word for outgoing and friendly? You know this word. I know.
Outgoing and friendly.
Come on.
Hmm. Extrovert.
Yes, exactly. Well done. I told you you know the word. All right. So
Uh,
this is extrovert, right? So
Extrovert.
outgoing. Yeah, it's one word. What is the opposite?
Introvert.
And it's quiet and shy is an introverted person.
Sure.
Your personality is written there: organized, responsible. Uh-huh. To-do list. To-do list.
Mhm.
I learned to do the to-do list from my sister-in-law. She came here. She's always, she has this thing, this book thing, and I
Yeah.
keep putting this in her memory, I must say, because she's got this list always, always. Now she's got phones. She does it on the phone. Earlier on, she used to write it down and tick it off, and it used to really bother me because I was not that organized. But eventually, I learned from her. So yeah, bowing to
And
you.
yes,
All
I
right.
believe when we write things down, there is a higher possibility that we are going to complete those tasks. And I
Absolutely.
learned it from my father. He is a diary person.
Oh, so I learned it from my sister-in-law, and then it's been so useful. It's taken me through really tough times because when so many things come together, it's like, we are like looking at everything
Yeah,
and we get overwhelmed. This sort of organizes and reduces the task, tension. There are some
exactly.
words on the screen. I want you to read them. That's the last thing that we'll be doing now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pronunciation practice. You can use your mobile, Priyanka.
yeah. Try to say these words out loud. These are
Yes. Huh.
enough, rough, tough, dough,
Huh.
cuff,
Huh.
fluff,
Huh.
fluff, dough, through,
Okay, wait, I'll just correct. It's cough,
cough. All right.
plow, plow,
Plow,
though.
though.
Okay, I want to congratulate you on pronouncing tough correctly and do correctly also. Normally, many of them get it wrong. Okay, second line.
Flour,
Yes.
R,
Hmm.
par,
Hmm.
tar,
Hmm.
sour.
I would love to come right there and give you a hug for getting all those five words correctly. I rarely see anyone doing this. I keep telling them it's a single syllable word, not flower, not hour, not power. And yes, so thank you so much for saying that. You made my Sunday. All right, third
Fine.
line.
It's malign,
Hmm.
saline,
Hmm.
determined, and divine.
Malign,
Malign,
saline.
saline,
Okay.
determined, and divine.
All right, so these are some of the words pronunciation. Now, one more thing about pronunciation, let me tell you or warn you: if you are influenced by American English, a different pronunciation can come. It doesn't mean that it is incorrect because globally it's accepted, right? So
All
check
right.
out if someone tells you this pronunciation is not correct, and you might want to check it out on the Google because you have pronunciation voices also there. You can listen to it and you can get the pronunciation. They'll probably give you a clarity on which pronunciation you're following.
Okay.
I
Sure.
maybe, just maybe. I'm just telling you the possibility of that. All right.
All
So, did you enjoy this session, Priyanka?
Yeah, it was really lovely session. I mean, very first time I joined this platform, and I love it. Thank you for sharing your insights today.
You're absolutely welcome. Anytime, always a pleasure. So, I'll see you soon in another session. Till then, God bless and take care. And do you have any doubts, Priyanka? Anything? Anything?
Well, so far, I mean, I just want you to point out like where I can improve, because it's really, wonderful when experts give you advice like, okay, this is something you should work on.
Yeah, that's what, Priyanka. I told you when I saw the word outgoing, I knew you know the vocabulary. You just dazzled by the content there, and you just forgot the word. And this is exactly what happens even to the best of the best. You understand? You get overwhelmed by the situation or the context or the content or whatever is happening, and you forget the words. And that's what happens. So when you read, I told you I gave you some books to read. Once you read, or you can listen to the podcast, that's a story as well. When you're narrating here, I will push you because I saw you using common words. And you should be better than this because most of the masters in administrations, you have a lot of writing to do. Trust me, you do. All right. So you will have to push yourself. So I will be doing that. When you narrate the story, I will ask you, Priyanka, why don't we use this word here? This word means this, and things like that. So we are replacing ordinary words with extraordinary advanced words, and we are also correcting our structure.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. See you soon. Another session. God
Yeah.
bless. Till the next
Thank
session.
you.
Bye
Have
bye.
a good day.